Hello everyone and welcome to Budapest, Hungary. It's the opening day of quarterfinal action here at the 2015 EuroBasket Women, and we're getting ready to watch Turkey and Serbia. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mark Clark, and this is what it's all about, folks. It's the knockout round. These teams have been battling it out for quite a while now. They've come from cities in Romania and Hungary, and here we are now in Budapest for the knockout round. We've got Turkey and Serbia first, and following that will be a surprise package. Lithuania taking on a Belarus team that's looking to bounce back after a very difficult second round of the group phase. Well, the defending champions of the EuroBasket women are Spain, and these two teams, without question, have designs on getting to the podium and challenging the Spaniards. And Mark, you've been able to watch Serbia play in this tournament, and you've been impressed by their potential and at times their execution, and other times perhaps they haven't fired on all cylinders, whereas I've seen Turkey play and they've kind of grown in this tournament.
Well, I think the thing about Serbia, Jeff, is they could be anything. They could be the most exciting team in this competition. For 35 minutes of their game against Spain, they looked like they could get the win against Spain. In other games, they've really stuttered. But they want to run. They're exciting. They're the team that everybody gets excited about watching, because when they run the basketball, they are fun to watch. And I think it's a real two different styles here. Turkey, as you say, grind it out, and they've grown in confidence. Whereas Serbia want to excite you. Serbia want to run. Serbia want to get down the floor and take shots. They shoot the ball a lot more over the course of a game than the Turkish team do. And they love to shoot the three-point shot.
Now, Mark, when I see these players coming out, memories come back from 2 years ago where Serbia lost their opening couple of games. They had to win. They had to get in a winning streak, and they made it all the way to the quarterfinals, and then won a real thriller against Italy to clinch their place in the FIBA Women's World Championship. And then we remember last year they took on this Turkey team, and they played at the World Championship and lost in the quarterfinals in a real thriller. In fact, they also met Turkey in the bronze medal game in the third place game at EuroBasket 2013.
Coach Malkovich has made no secret of the fact that there's a little bit of revenge in the air if you're a Serbian player, and that the last two championships, the team has ended. The last game that Serbia played has been with defeat against Turkey, and they're going to carry some of that passion into this game.
Well, with Turkey, a little bit of a transition period, but at the same time, they've got some experienced players. They've got a new coach, Ekrem Memnun, who right there in the black shirt giving the high fives to his players. He's very demanding. He says that I need to be demanding. I need to push my players, especially the young players. Some of the Turkish fans coming out tonight. And this is a Turkish team that has really, I suppose, since EuroBasket Women 2011, have really grown by leaps and bounds and been a real contender. Now we're going to pause and hear the playing of the national anthems for both teams. So that was the national anthem of Serbia, and now the national anthem of Turkey. Well, you can feel the buzz of electricity in the air here in Budapest. Some of the fans getting quite lively here before proceedings. The referees tonight, Andres Aunkrogers, Maj Kazuko Forsberg, and Erez Gurion. I've watched them referee and do a good job in the last round, and they've drawn what I suppose could be a potentially difficult assignment. I mean, this is going to be a very competitive game. Now, you've watched Serbia play, and let us remind us about some of these special players.
Well, they've got one of the most exciting guards, I think, in this tournament in Ana Dabovic. If she stays out of foul trouble, she's really going to lead this team in lots of ways. She dictates the tempo. But in terms of sheer quality, Sonja Petrovic just does it all for this team. Inside, outside, she had the game winner against Slovakia, which ended up being a crucial win. Their starting lineup is the starting lineup that they went with at the beginning of the tournament, and they've messed around with it a little bit, played around with different options, but Danielle Page gives them some real solid play on the inside.
And for Turkey, is take your pick. I'll highlight, obviously, one of, if not the greatest player in Turkish women's history, Nevri Yilmaz, crucial as ever, 35 years of age, playing better as the tournament wears on. Laura Sanders right below her there at number 12, just an immense talent inside. Those two are terrific. Ushul Albin as well, the point guard, and those three players are in the starting lineup along with Baha Shalar and Olcay Shakur. Now watch Olcay Shakur, number 8. She represents the future. Number 8, the point guard. She is born to thrill, and if she has any space at all, she could be a great player in this game, but she's also been taken out of a couple of games. So Yilmaz averaging 14.2 points and 6.8 rebounds per game. Sonja Petrovic, who you have been raving about, and you think she's the key for Serbia.
Well, I think she's the key because she's the consistent element. She'll get her 13.6 points. She'll get those at a really decent percentage. Defensively, she gives Malkic so many options. She can guard inside. Serbia put a really small lineup on the floor, normally at the start of the second half, and Petrovic allows them to do that because at 190, she can guard the inside. And I think it's just about tempo, Jeff. This whole game for me is about tempo. If this game is up and down the floor and Serbia start to make shots from the perimeter, it's going to be tough for Turkey to do what they like to do and control tempo.
Well, Ekrem Memnun has done, without question, a masterful job organizing his team's defense. And the challenge for him at the very beginning of the tournament was to get the offense up to par. And gradually they've played better and better. But one constant has been the terrific defense. So it's going to be an interesting clash of styles. And this is a team that seems to be playing with a real focus and concentration and growing self-belief. So both teams confident, only one winner. You couldn't ask for really a better quarterfinal opener.
Wow, especially with the history. The recent history sets the game up. The recent history of Serbia believing they were hard done by in the World Championships. So there's going to be that feel to the game as well. And don't forget, you win here, you're already in the Olympic qualifying tournament. You get into that spot, then you can start worrying about winning the title. And this, both teams, I think you said there, contrasting styles is going to be the name of the game. And if Serbia impose themselves with their defense, Malkic does some nice things about making things happen. It's a little bit get after the ball, which means they can get into foul trouble. But if it's their tempo game, this gets into the 70s, I can't see Turkey winning. If they keep it in the 60s, it's a tough one to call.
Well, the winner of the EuroBasket Women qualifies for the Olympics, and positions 2, 3, 4, and 5 will be invited to the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Budapest, Hungary. It's the EuroBasket Women. It is the first quarterfinal, Turkey and Serbia, and we're tipping it off. Serbia in red, Turkey in white. Serbia will be attacking the basket to your left, and Turkey will be attacking the basket to your right. And Danielle Page out-jumps Laura Sanders, so Serbia with the opportunity to draw first blood. Butuliha gets in the lane, and Shalar reaches up, taps it out. Serbia get it back. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Miluvanovic drives in, puts it up off the glass.
Well, that's 3 penetrations. They broke the defense down. If they keep turning this Turkish defense like that, it's going to be a very tough-ass defensive lead for Turkey. Really aggressive start by Serbia.
So a good start by Serbia. Shalar gets in the lane, puts it up and in. She turned to her right. And again, she's a player who's had some good games in this tournament.
Well, I think she's key at the 3 spot. I think whoever comes into the game at the 3 spot is going to be key, and that's also going to be key. While they're great and quick, they will turn the ball over.
So the first turnover is against Serbia, and gives possession back to Turkey. And Memnun really stressed the importance of valuing every possession to his Turkish players in this tournament. Olcay Şakur back outside to Yilmaz. She puts it up from the line, and Shalar goes up for the rebound and brings it back out. Now, good defense from Butuliha. She's a tough physical player out there on the perimeter.
Always makes things happen. Always gets involved with in a stat line.
Shot clock winding down. Shalar puts up the shot and is fouled. So a mistake by Serbia right at the end of the shot clock, fouling the jump shooter.
Well, we talked about their desire to get the basketball. That's a tough shot. Why foul? Why reach? If she makes it, just get down the other end and play some offense. But Shalar's been great here. On the offensive glass, gets the turnaround on the free throw line. I was worried about the 3 spot for Turkey. If she does this, they've got a real chance.
Well, she really has the luxury of having a couple of players like Saunders and Yilmaz out there, and that makes her job a lot easier in terms of crashing the boards. She only makes 1 of 2 now, and Dabovic drives in and misses. So Ana Dabovic off target. Usulalvin up to Şakur. Yilmaz, Ekrem Memnun barking orders from the sidelines. Şakur inside to Yilmaz. She goes to work against Milivanovic, and a good job from Dabovic to go double down. So a turnover against Yilmaz and Turkey. And they are getting the penetration, as you say, and 3-pointer from Butuliha.
Well, that was, again, the same thing. The penetration just turns the defense, and they make the extra pass really well. That's why Danielle Page, as a naturalized player, really fits this program. Just sorting the net out.
In fact, it was a 2, not a 3, so she did have her foot on the line. She towed the line, yes.
The thing down the other end was so pleasing for Serbia that Dabovic helped but didn't reach. She's been a bit ill-disciplined and picks up foul trouble, but excellent decision to get in and help on Yilmaz, but didn't reach. That's even more impressive.
Well, full-court pressure from Serbia. That opens it up for Şakur and Yilmaz on the baseline. And you don't want to leave Yilmaz open.
Well, that's Yilmaz's territory, isn't it? Mid-range.
Well, Butuliha is really injecting pace into this Serbian attack. Now Dabovic for 3. Count it!
Wow. Everything starts from your defense, doesn't it? Their defense in Serbia is intense, they're quick, and they're really in the rhythm offensively.
Yep, nice stroke. You can see it again. And now it's Turkey's turn to try to answer. Şakur. 3 on the shot clock. She has to put up a tough shot, and good hands from Dabovic. She knew the shot clock was winding down. And Şakur with the foul. And really, Serbia's defense so far has been pretty impressive.
Little wide. I know she was clean then, but she's been picking up fouls, trying to make plays like that for most of the tournament. But the tempo is definitely a Serbian tempo. It's still only a 7-5 game, obviously, really early in. But the tempo, if you're Serbia, you're very happy.
So Milica Dabovic, this time she gets into the lane and puts it up and misses. And really the Turkish defense is nowhere near as restricting as it has been in this tournament. Serbia just ripping it to shreds. Here's Dabovic, she gets in, puts up the left-hander. Oh, that was some skill.
Well, again, they exploited the switch, they exploited the broken play, had mismatches where they could attack the defense again, and Russia stopped this Serbian team by a zone, and I don't know if that's in the armory of Turkey.
They will play a zone. Saunders gets pushed off by Page. Gets pushed by Page. So that'll be the first foul on Page, and the second foul, team foul on Serbia. Ushalobin is going to inbound it to Vadarla. And inside to Yilmaz. Yilmaz goes up and had a little bit of a mismatch there with Butalija.
Well, that's great recognition by Vadarla. Just saw the mismatch. Just had to get it away from the defense, and Yilmaz would score.
Dabovic sisters. Dabovic this time. Milica Dabovic drives in.
They just can't contain this. The penetration, it's aggressive. It's very, very direct. And Turkey have got to find a way of containing this.
Ushalobin back to Vadarla. Shalar to Saunders. And she's doubled. She finds Shalar for the cutting. Now Albin back to Vadarla. Great defense from Serbia. And the three-pointer no good, and Page with a rebound. Now Butalija. Dabovic again. Gets up her dribble, gives it to Butalija. Now Butalija has to create, and Yilmaz doesn't need to reach. Butalija puts it up, and that time Turkey do a good job. Ushalobin feels the double. And interesting how Vadarla goes into the game early. The experience factor, consider that. Albin back outside the Shalar. Yilmaz puts up a three. Good!
Wow, that's the first time they haven't forced Yilmaz to put it on the floor in that situation. I mean, Ivanovic, if she has a weakness, it's just he doesn't want to play defense in that scenario. Got to play it as a team. She'll get help. She's had help the whole game. Get the ball on the floor.
Well, Yilmaz now comes up with a steal. It was batted by one of her teammates. And now Sanders gets into it with Page, and that's number 2. And this is going to bring in Ijukovic, as well as Sanja Petrovic coming off the bench. So Petrovic is coming in for Butalija.
Well, they got Ijukovic a lot of time in the second phase that she hadn't had in the first. And that's probably good management in terms of getting players ready as they get the steal.
Yeah, Milica Dabovic gets the steal and goes all the way in. And Serbia's defense, they're just so clever. They read the situation.
She just hunts the ball, does Milica Dabovic. She'll pick up fouls, but you've got to let her do it. You just lose so much if you don't.
Albin over to Shalar. It's good. Well, Turkey right now looks like they're going to have to prove they can consistently hit the jump shot, because that's what they're getting. Finding it difficult to get it inside. What a start we've had to this quarterfinal. Dabovic puts it over to Milovanovic. Now Sanders playing defense away from the basket. Milovanovic and unable to rebound it, so the ball goes back to Serbia with a new shot clock. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, the equation looks pretty straightforward for both teams. If you can get your angles right defensively and stop the penetration, both teams are giving each other a lot of problems. How much can you contain the ball?
Well, Dabovic outside to Petrovic. She passes to Ijukovic now. Milica Dabovic, and Dabovic, her shot is off target. And Yilmaz grabs the board. So now Turkey with a chance to go back in front. And she had her feet on the line, but missed it anyway. Vadarla. Fierceful Vadarla. Now back to Dabovic.
Still think that's a better shot, though, because they didn't wait right till the end. She got it in rhythm. You'd expect her to make it. You'd be pleased if she takes that.
Now Petrovic puts the ball on the deckhand, gets in, and that is just a beautiful stroke from Sanja Petrovic.
She does a great job, even on the replay here. Gets square. She's going up, she's going away, then turns her shoulders. She's just a joy to watch.
Well, Sanders gets it back after setting the pick, and are they going to count it? No.
She wiped it off. I think she caught it on the catch.
So Forsberg, the referee, calls the block. That was really the first time that looked like Turkey was able to actually attack attack the basket and with the pick and roll.
And it's not the time of the offense. They normally look to push. They normally look to get a little later. It's going to have to be a different style here from Turkey.
Yilmaz puts up another three. And quickly up ahead to Milivanovic, but the pass was too far. And Vodarla got back on defense.
That's just great read, though. You know, they saw the shot. She was already gone safe. That's the experience of her.
Yeah, she's really important in this game. You can feel it. Vodarla. Sanders turns, and Ijukovic picks up the foul. So the bigs for Serbia are starting to collect some fouls. Page has already got a couple, and now Ijukovic. And we still have just under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter.
So Ijukovic had position, Jeff. She didn't have to go for a little bit more. She gets into it that much, and Sanders is that good that she'll have a drop step, she'll have the ability to penetrate, and then she gets the bonus of a foul as well.
Ijukovic played very well against the United States last year. I remember that game, the World Championship.
It was a little surprising that she wasn't a more fixed part of the rotation coming in the first part of the competition. She had good EuroLeague experience last year as well. And it takes some pressure off Page. It was almost like they wanted to get as many minutes into Page as they could. This is what Petrovic gives you, though. She can handle it. She can play anywhere 1 to 4.
We're back to a 1-point game. Now Dabovic with the left hand, the wraparound, and Sanders is just able to stop that. Boy, the penetration is amazing.
Yep.
We just haven't seen this against Turkey. And Radicai, and this is one of the problems. So they're going small now. Ivanovic has come in. Radicai has come in. And Ivanovic takes a seat.
Now this does give, if they get into a little foul trouble big, they can go with the 3 guards, and Petrovic steps to the 4, which really gives the defense a problem.
Well, Petrovic penetrates over to Jovanovic. Count it! That's a 3.
Oh, it's Petrovic again on the dribble going against the 4 can create. Doesn't have to score. She really hurts you in so many ways.
Oh, what a terrific start for Serbia. Now Sanders gets inside. Perhaps with less size on the court, she's going to find it a little bit easier.
Still an early option shot for Turkey. That they're being forced almost to try and go early. Once that defense is set, they're really struggling to break it down.
Well, the versatility of Petrovic coming to the 4 here. She's got the ball. Now she backs up, a little double team, and the pass thrown into the hands. And a foul on Ijukovic, an unfortunate call, because you're not going to get anything out of that. Watch this.
It's a crazy foul.
Oh, she hacked her.
Well, why?
There's no question.
Yeah, absolutely. Why would you? You're already in the penalty. You've got that intensity going. You've got to be able to control it. The trouble is, if they control that, they're not the same team.
No.
It's almost you got to live with it. It's a bit of a roller coaster.
So Ushul Alban at the line for Turkey. Sazi Vegan as well has come in for Turkey, a veteran. So they also have gone small. Shalar's out. Alban makes the second. So we've got a tie game. Final minute of an intriguing first quarter of the first quarter final. Petrovic and the foul.
It's a tough matchup for Yilmaz, that with Petrovic. She's going to get a real question asked of her in terms of containing it. And they've switched back now. Sanders on Petrovic is a much, much better matchup for Turkey, but Serbia in broken play, they couldn't get the matchup they wanted.
So Dabovic gets it over to Jovanovic, and then reaching from behind Jurvegan. They've got fouls they can give. I'm not sure this is it is part of the strategy, obviously, if you get beat, but it's not going to solve the problem.
No,
eventually.
No. They're allowing penetration to the middle, and it's really tough to rotate. You'd expect penetration to be forced to the baseline a lot, and there's so many pass options.
Radicai is able to get it to Ijukovic, and she misses but gets the rebound back. So they'll be able to hold it now for the last shot of the first quarter. Jovanovic. Well, they haven't reset the shot clock. Let me turn that off anyway. Petrovic goes in, though, and loses it. And now Albin has a chance for Turkey. And she decides to put up a very tough shot. And nothing but applause from Memnon. So I suppose he's happy. Although I guess also he's probably going to need to make some changes once he gets to the locker room at halftime, because the penetration certainly is an issue.
Well, it's an 18-18 game. It's going to be a 70-point game if it carries on like this. And the stats are going to show you that the percentages are great in some ways. In fact, scoring-wise, they're tremendous, 62% and 60%. Both teams have broken the defense down. Turkey struggled early on, but then they got to the middle. They started to run a little pick and roll when they got rid of when Page had to sit down. This is set up really nicely. 5 turnovers for Serbia. They're a little bit of their Achilles heel, because they're trying to make things happen, but they can turn the ball over and give you a chance to get points the other way. I think like the biggest issue here is who can contain penetration, who can make this a slower half-court game. Because I think that if it's this sort of tempo, Serbia will play like this all game. I don't know if Turkey can. They definitely don't want to. Just shows you, Jeff, what sort of quality you have when you bring a Vidala off the bench and all of a sudden your team goes, oh, we're okay now. And they just calmed down and got better looks and better shots, and they didn't look like they were trying to make things happen. But she's played in that role for so long for this team. It's much easier to go through transition if you get that sort of player going through it with you.
She strikes me as, I mean, she's more of a point guard. Shakur is much more of a creator. Yep. She wants to create her own shot. And it's still a learning process for her at 21 years of age.
But what a great process to go through when you've got Albin and Vidala on the floor with you, and you're watching them every day in practice, and then you get to a later stage of a tournament.
Well, welcome back to the EuroBasket Women. It's the start of the second quarter here in Budapest between Turkey and Serbia, and it's just like we started, 18-18, all tied. And really both teams giving each other a lot of food for thought, without question. What types of adjustments are going to be made? And Yilmaz just throws it right into the hands of Jovanovic, who goes down, gets it back to Radicaj. She puts it up and misses the layup. And Ajuk and Serbia hustle down to get the rebound. Now it's going to be Dabovic, and Turkey punished for the turnover.
Well, Dabovic did a great job. She outworked everybody, getting from blue the keyway to the keyway, and she's the person who should be praised, with the points there. Dabovic, though, looks like she's in the zone. If that's not an overused phrase, that's an offensive foul.
Wow. And the foul called on Yilmaz for an illegal screen.
That'll be 2 on Yilmaz, yep. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, it's a tough call on Yilmaz.
Maybe the timing. She was still coming forwards as they tried to use the screen.
But 2 fouls on her means now Turkey's most dangerous weapon offensively is going to have to come off. And Shalar will come in and give her a breather. So how will Turkey function offensively without their leader? Well, Ajukovic. Now Dabovic for 3. And off the back of the rim.
Oh, what a board.
Well, terrific offensive rebound from Petrovic, but not able to capitalize. Petrovic certainly has matured into a top flight player, no question about it. Vidarla over to Sanders now. Shot clock winding down. Sanders gets inside, puts it up with the left hand.
Well, that was once Ajukovic was isolated one-on-one. It was always going to go to the hoop. No one helped early enough. It's a tough finish, though.
Albin reaches around, almost comes up with a steal. Radicaj over to Petrovic. And Sanders goes up with those 2 paws and brings them down.
I was putting that one in the book, wide open from 15 feet. Petrovic, like bread and butter for her this competition. She's been phenomenal from there.
So the offensive rebounds and the defensive rebounds for both teams. Yilmaz hasn't come out yet. And Ivegan gets it, taps it, and Yilmaz kind of rushed it, gets it back, and then passes it back out. Vidarla passes up to 3, and should have perhaps taken it.
Wow. I've always felt Vidal is just a great mid-range shooter, great shooter. And at times like that, with time and space, don't try and overcreate. There's too many red shirts in the keyway. Shoot the ball, make the shot, get back on defense.
Well, we saw Petrovic miss one, and we've seen Yilmaz kind of miss a couple of easy ones there.
There's a real hit and miss rotation on the floor here for Serbia. There's people who can shoot the three. Not a lot of inside scoring. They're going to live and die from the perimeter for the next few minutes.
Well, Jovanovic is going to get into the lane and get swatted by Sanders, but she gets it back. So, great statement defensively there by Sanders. Now Jovanovic puts up a runner as the shot clock was winding down.
Yeah, Turkey's defense could really step up with this lineup. This Serbian lineup doesn't have a lot of balance in where it scores from.
Now Petrovic is going to come back into the game.
Straight back in.
Saunders, she was open. Ajdukovic almost got the steal. Vegan puts up a jumper, and she was just to the right of the rim.
Saunders says the same thing, has to take the first one. Take the first good one.
Milica Davic over to Milovanovic. Milovanovic in the lane, and the soft touch gets her the basket.
Well, Milovanovic can score. You know, it's definitely can score. He took it in there and got a high percentage shot.
Vidarla threw it behind Sanders. She's able to get it. What an athlete. And Dabovic reaches in and commits the foul.
Again, Jeff, it's Vidala's coming off the screen, going away from the basket, and Dabovic wants to reach. Whatever the rules are on the screen, whether they double team, which they've done sometimes, whether they go under, they've been going under a lot. Just run your rule then. You have 3 seconds on a shot clock. You're just going to give Turkey too many easy opportunities.
And Shalar drives in, but a foul is called. So the foul on Petrovic.
No, I think.
Was it Petrovic?
You'd have called off the ball.
No, Radicaj.
Yeah.
Radicaj was called the foul. Okay.
Although they put Petrovic up for 2 fouls. No, 1 foul. Radicaj's got the foul, yeah.
Okay, so Shalar with the shot, no good, and Jovanovic gets the rebound. And Serbia attacking. And unnecessarily, the pass just a little bit too high. Perhaps that's the one disadvantage to being smaller.
Yeah, we're being small and trying to play quick again, but she was very in Radicaj's penetration. You never quite felt that she knew whether she was going to go or pull out. This is still a Serbian tempo game. That's the if you're looking at it, they've just got to start to complete and execute. A number of times on the break they've come up empty.
Shalar gets it to Saunders, and Saunders goes up and draws the foul from Milovanovic. So that's her first foul. And you can see that was her first. So Saunders so far has 6 points. She doesn't have any fouls. She had some foul trouble earlier in the tournament, but she's not picked up any yet today. And I'm guessing that Memnum needs her on the court as much as she can play tonight.
Well, it's like you said in the first quarter, when they go a little smaller, Serbia, Saunders has been open down the middle a lot. And Milovanovic can't guard her. It's a real challenge to guard Saunders the way she's playing.
So Milovanovic goes to work against Saunders, and this time a foul is called on Saunders coming from behind.
Well, I was thinking as she was making that move, there's no way she should be able to get the advantage on Saunders at all in that situation. But Milovanovic's spin was nice, and she got some space. Turkey just played a one-on-one where no one came to help. She's getting to the ring. No one from the help side was there.
So Milovanovic getting to the line.
It's interesting for me, Jeff. When they played 2 years ago, Milovanovic was their leading scorer. She was the person they had to go to. Dabovic has got better. They've added Petrovic. They've got Page. So she becomes just one of many weapons they have now. But she can just flat out score from the perimeter. She's got a great stroke.
Yep. She's always had that. She's played many years in the EuroLeague Women. Look at the Serbian contingent there. Fans. Now over to Saunders. Now Ayşe Çorda has come into the game, number 13. One of the young guards for Turkey. Çorda comes up top. Big minutes for her. Nowhere to go. Great defense and also questionable decision making from Çorda.
Well, Dabovic has really timed the way she's stepped in and helped the whole game.
Oh, look at Dabovic get in the lane.
Oh,
just didn't miss the shot. She wanted a foul, but nothing was called. Now Vadarla decides to bring it back out. Boy, Dabovic is really playing defense. Three-point lead for Serbia. They're really putting pressure on the perimeter. Çorda passes up the long jumper, but steps inside and drills it. So Milovanovic came out to get a hand in the face. She ran at the shooter, and Çorda calmly stepped in and took the shorter jump shot.
Well, the way that they're playing their defense, that's the shot they're going to have to make. That long closeout, she forced her to put it on the floor.
Well, Vadarla reaches in, almost gets the steal. Dabovic gets it back. Now Jovanovic, and Milovanovic with the rebound. Milovanovic for three. And got a lot of rim there, but stayed out. And now Turkey with an opportunity to move back in front. Well, you talk about, look at the three-point shooting for Turkey and for Serbia, just 28%. And you talk about if this game is in the 60s, Turkey has a better chance. And right now,
that's where it's ended up, because people haven't made shots.
True. Çorda drives in again, and look out! It's the X factor for Turkey.
Well, they've found an answer coming off the bench. She's really attacked it. She hasn't been respected. No one's helped apart from that time she turned it over. 2 occasions now, great decisions.
Well, Çorda, she's had some good moments. Look at the points in the paint. 12 for Serbia, 10 for Turkey. Now Petrovic. And as you say, they're getting some looks and they're just not knocking them down.
Yeah, they had some moments where they started, then they panic, they go and take bad shots. If they stay with the good shots, those ones will drop.
Now Sanders triple team down the baseline, and a foul called on Serbia unnecessarily. If you got the triple team, there's no need to reach, is there?
What? Watch this. They have her. And then Milica Dabovic wants to make the Hollywood-type play, the highlight, gets the steal and run. It's another foul. And they're already in now they go into the penalty.
Well, the 2 fouls are signaling on Petrovic on the board.
That's
but it looked like it was
I thought Petrovic was the only one who didn't foul.
Yeah. So she may have come out on the short end on that one. So Janitez has come in now for Turkey to spell Sanders. And interestingly, with Turkey getting some offense from Çorda and getting on top, Memnun wants to get Sanders out to get her some rest. Now Vadarla at the line, and Milovanovic. Boy, the Serbians are really applying so much pressure, looking to intercept those passes. So we've got a timeout on the floor with 2:33 remaining in the first half. So Turkey have called the timeout. And indeed, it was Petrovic that did pick up that foul. So Ajdukovic, Page, and Petrovic each have 3 fouls. And if you look at the team leaders, Sanders with 7 points and 4 rebounds, Alban the 2 assists, Vadarla coming and making contributions as well.
So I think both teams are. I think Turkey are going to be happier now. They've found a way of controlling tempo. They've managed to find a way to get Saunders a lot of touches. So they're going to be happy with that. Serbia should still be happy with the way that they're moving the basketball and the fact that it is an up-tempo game. They will make those shots. If that's the way they've got to play, they're going to have moments where they don't make them. But I still think the tempo is their way. The way they're playing their defense, they're close to getting steals. They just can't crazily foul like they have on occasions.
And it'll be interesting to see if Turkey make any adjustments to try to take away those open looks at halftime. Darla bumps up top, gets inside, puts up a runner right at the end of the shot clock. Now back over to Milovanovic. Now Butuliha. And Butuliha drives in, has an and one coming.
If you don't stop, they'll keep going. They can, if they're not stopped, they'll go and go and go. And Butuliha's back in the game, and you said right at the beginning of the game, she's really active, straight off the bench, has impact. Tough finish.
And no question about the foul. You saw Usul Alban just step right in and kind of bump her. Now Yilmaz has come back in. You see the slight momentum shift, and momentum doesn't wait around.
Well, they've gone back with Page, and so Serbia taking a calculated risk by getting Page back in. Turkey taking the calculated risk with Yilmaz back in. Both on two, won't want to pick up the third. Be interesting to see if they try and post Yilmaz up on Page. She could do a nice job.
The Page is guarding Shalar, but they might get her in a switch. Oh, boy, Butuliha is so active, and now another interception from Dabovic. And Dabovic has the shot blocked. There was contact.
But she's got to make, there's already white shirts in the drive lane. There's no space to go. And then, like you look at it here, there's three white shirts. Just get it out, get a shot. You don't need to force it. Game will come back to Dabovic. Doesn't need to go looking for it.
Oh, now the interception by Alban. So both teams getting their share of steals as the opponent passes out on the perimeter. Dabovic chasing Alban. Boy, she's like a schnauzer at the heels, isn't
Absolutely.
she? Alban must be thinking, this is what I usually do to teams. Now it's being done to me. 5 on the shot clock for Darla. Goes up against Page, a little bit of a mismatch. Back outside to Yilmaz, and she rushes up the shot. Great defense from Serbia. A questionable execution from Turkey.
I thought Yilmaz got hit, Jeff. I think when she went up with Milovanovic, I thought Milovanovic all over her arm. But
Yilmaz's signal, as Chora picks up the foul, at the end of that play, Yilmaz just, watch her right there. She's telling the referee, I just got hammered.
All the way, I think, all the way along the forearm. Sometimes you wonder, there's 3 guys out there.
Well, these things even out over the course of the game. Now, Page misses the jumper, but the rebound bounces out to Milovanovic. And it goes to Page. Dabovic now. And Dabovic a little bit out of control, getting to the basket. And inside the final minute, Turkey with a chance to go back in front. Boy, they just create so much chaos, the Serbian guards defensively.
They really just go after the ball. That's their whole thing here. There's no containment. They're about chasing the ball.
Well, Yilmaz steps inside and hits the jumper and puts Turkey back in front. 9 points for her. Well, she's leading Turkey in scoring. Petrovic just has 2 points for Serbia to this stage of the game. At this stage of the game. Now Milovanovic has the ball knocked away, and Yilmaz has it taken right back. Yilmaz has to do better. That opens up an opportunity for Serbia, and Milovanovic goes in and scores, and Yilmaz almost picked up a foul. The final 5 seconds, Badarla's chaos. This is how Serbia won it, and Chora and Turkey do not get a shot off, so you have to say the final blows of the first half were landed by Serbia, and it was all about defense. Even after a mistake, they get it right back. Look at this. Dabovic to Butuliha, and just gets it to the bigger player, Milovanovic, and she wisely goes to her left hand.
And that's why Serbia have to stay with this style. They have to stay with this up-tempo, hunt-the-ball style. They have to accept that they will pick up some fouls because they will make the game the way they want it. They've got the 1-point lead. The stats are going to be, there are always going to be 2 exceptions. The shooting percentages that were really impressive at the start of the first period, at the end of the first period, have dropped a little. But the 28% from the 3-point line is going to worry Serbia, but they're open looks most of the time. thing that's really going to worry, we're going to check over in a minute, is the turnovers. Both teams probably turning the ball over far more than they would expect. Great job on the glass, though, for Serbia. 19 balls, 9 offensive rebounds, most of those in broken play. Both teams heading towards 20 turnovers, so that's the game that Serbia want. They want it broken, they want it disrupted.
Oh. And for the leading scorers, Serbia have 8 points. Milovanovic 9 from UMS. UMS has 5 rebounds, and Ijugovic has 4 in her limited minutes. And Sanders with 7 points. Shalar with 5. Dabovic also has 7. Anna Dabovic has 7 points, and Butaliha, who's been really impressive, has 4 points. Rebounding as well. So 28-27, Serbia on top here in the first quarterfinal of the EuroBasket women here in Budapest, Hungary. Stick around for second half action.
Handoff. Kalk topa sahip çıkın kardeşim. Handoff. 2 dribling yapma.
Well, 28-27 is the lead for Serbia over Turkey here at halftime in the opening quarterfinal of the EuroBasket women. And really, I expected a good game, and it's better than I expected. So that tells you how intriguing this game is between these two teams.
And it's exactly what we talked about before, is it? Up-tempo from Serbia, wanting to make things happen with their defense, trying to run. Then Turkey trying to get the control and the tempo back. And both teams had periods where they had the game they wanted. Anna Dabovic has come to play, and she's inspired this Serbian team. But it's their hustle. They break the game up. If they break the game up, they win. If they keep it at half court, when it's slowed down, Saunders just dominated for a period, and Yilmaz is finding ways to score.
But what are they doing? Surely Turkey have scouted them. What are they doing, in your opinion, that Turkey didn't anticipate?
Well, I'm not sure if they didn't anticipate it. The double team's a bit intriguing, the way that they send the guard down and rotate, because their rotations away from the ball are really good, because they shoot the obvious passing lane. It's just how you deal with it. Teams are getting, like, they would have guessed that they'd have thought that they would run at them. They would put a little bit of run and jump in sometimes. But you still have to then execute against it. And it's the pressure and the pace that they're making Turkey play at that Turkey are uncomfortable with. And they're uncomfortable with taking those early shots. But then again, with Adala and Albin and Yilmaz, if they've got those open shots midway through the shot clock, take them. You're going to make those. It's just not what you normally do.
I'll tell you what I see more than anything else is Serbia have gone from year to year. Last year, they played at the World Championship. They played the USA really tough. They played Turkey really tough. See the score there? And I think now they believe they are really good. And it really just, they've got swagger. And Turkey have got a real fight on their hands. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Budapest, Hungary. It's the EuroBasket women. It's the opening quarterfinal, and it's Serbia on top of Turkey, 28-27, and the third quarter is underway. Serbia in the red, attacking the basket right now to the right on your screen. And Dabovic gets in the lane, puts it up off the glass. Milica Dabovic.
Straight down the middle again. Get her down the sideline. Get her to some help. It's very hard to know where to help when you get that middle penetration. Best game again by Milica Dabovic. She got better last game. She's better again as this tournament just develops.
Well, the double team now forces a turnover from Fadarla, and Serbia are off and running. Well, they missed a lot of jumpers in the first half. Maybe this thing could get out of hand for Turkey. You never know if Serbia starts making some shots. But now they almost turn it over. And the game just getting chaotic, and that really is how this Serbian team likes it. They're beating Turkey to the loose balls. Well, now Dabovic gets inside, and the foul called against Turkey, and it's like a heavyweight fighter coming out and just getting after the opponent, just throwing all types of punches. It looks like Turkey starting a little bit slow here.
Down the middle, down the middle, down the gut, down the gut. Every time they can, they just attack the middle. And it's so hard to help. Who helps? If too many people help, they can find the open shooter. But
surely they have to seal the middle.
Yeah, you've got to force to the outside. Even if you get beat that way, get beat that way. There's fewer passing options.
So the biggest lead of the game for Serbia, 32-27. And Shalar comes out. Aysin Çorter comes back in.
Well, Chora gave him a real lift in that second period. Maybe that's, go with what's working, go with the player who's in the game.
Well, Serbia are not allowing Turkey to feel comfortable at all. Saunders comes up for the high pick. Now Fadarla, who's turned it over once already. 4 on the shot clock. Yilmaz on the baseline, and Fadarla gets the ball and puts it up and in. So a break for Turkey, really. Although perhaps the way Serbia playing defense are a little bit out of position.
Yeah, but Fadarla, they almost stopped. I mean, that's a bonus for Turkey after the missed Yilmaz shot deeper in the shot clock.
I mean, they have to settle for that shot, Turkey. That's a tough one to settle for. Now Page puts up a 3. Go!
Well, talk about going to different options there. Dabovic in the post and Page on the three-point line. This team's just chasing the ball everywhere, getting a tempo they want. This is a very good start to this period for the Serbian.
And the Serbs are out of the gates fast here in the third quarter. Now Saunders has it taken away by Milica Dabovic. And Turkey are out of sorts. They look more out of sorts right now than they have in this entire tournament. And Dabovic gets in the lane, shakes and bakes, and gets to the glass. Turkey have called a timeout. They are reeling. Serbia are just coming out on fire. This is where Ekrem Memnun earns his living. I mean, he's got to come up with some answers. And what is he telling him?
Well, the issue he has really is they're not a great team coming back actually quickly, are they? They've got to work their way back in. But he's got to stop the Serbian momentum down the defensive end. Now, I don't think it matters whether it's a zone or whether it's a man. He's got to keep him out the middle. And any penetration, when the ball goes to Page, chase her off the line, make her put it on the floor. Get them into the situation where they're penetrating to areas where you can help from. But it's just that there's a level and a tempo of the game that Serbia now have just got to maintain. If they maintain this, I don't know if Turkey can execute at this pace. This will be a key couple of minutes, Jeff, because if the Serbian team national team could break this open here right now.
Look at the three-point shooting for both teams. I just wonder, though, if the way that Serbia plays also could backfire and make it easier for Turkey to get back into the game with some turnovers.
If Turkey stop them going down the middle, they will force passes and they will turn it over. You've got to get them off the middle first.
But Saunders gets an open look and misses, and the game speeds up. And that's what Serbia want. And quickly to Milivanovic, behind the back pass. Pass goes in!
And they called that unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike foul. Well, Turkey are starting to come apart at the seams. Look at the razzle-dazzle from Milivanovic and Chora with the push. What a play by Serbia. Boy, she almost made the shot anyway. Incredible. Boy, right now Memnun is looking for some type of formula that can slow down Serbia, because like you said, they're about ready to blow the doors off the hinges. And we're also seeing what Page brings to the table offensively. She's already hit a three, and she's getting out of the fast break, and now she just makes a couple of free throws.
And Turkey did a good job the time before. They got an open look from Saunders from mid-range. They got a defensive rebound and just exploded down the floor.
Utaliha back outside to Page. Now Milivanovic for three. It's short. Now that triggers a break for Turkey. Will they run? Chorta. Serbia get back on defense. Saunders battling for position. Well, Shakur, maybe she'll have a chance to create with this type of defense. She gets into the lane and is fouled by Dabovic.
Dabovic picks up the foul, Jeff, but the play, they've got to stop, they've got to steal, they get into the break, but the ball beat every Turkish player down the floor. No one got ahead of the ball. No one ran the lane hard. It was like, oh, we've got to stop, let's go down and run our stuff. They've got to get some easy ones off stops like that.
Yeah, there's no question. They've got to get some points in transition. But they, right now, are playing Serbia's game. And Dabovic has to come out. He's got injured on the play. You saw her holding her midsection. Can't imagine she would be out that long.
Well, she won't want to be out that long.
Well, it's a bonus for Turkey that she's gone out of the game, that's for sure. Shakur, well short. And she steps in. Now Memnun. Memnun is looking frustrated, the coach of Turkey, because he thinks his team is starting to lose its composure. And there you get another shot from Dabovic, and another and one.
Well, again, if you get a replay of this, why chase the ball in the middle here? Like, go for the steal. You're going to open up the penetration. Keep her in front of you. Keep Dabovic in front of you. Make them play in the half court. Make them make a pass. Don't give them the chance to just play. One-on-one, this Serbian team has real talent.
Well, the lead now 42-29, and really the only good thing you'd say right for Turkey is they've still got time to turn this thing around, but the way it's going, it's like an avalanche. It's just all of a sudden coming apart at the seams, and Butaliha reaches in and commits the foul. And if you give Turkey free throws, that might be a chance for them to get back into it.
And this is how we play. We have to live with it moment. But well, in this period of nearly 4 minutes, Yilmaz has taken one shot from just on the three-point line. She's just been no factor at all because the ball never sees her.
Well, Shalar goes baseline. Turkey rotated out to Albin. Now Vadarla settles, and she puts up the long jumper. No good. And then coming from behind is Dabovic. Ana Dabovic picks up her first foul of the game. Third team foul.
The best number for Serbia is the one. That's the first foul of the game for Dabovic. She's been fouling out of the last two big games in Győr.
Maybe that was a decoy. She knew she could always change it by this stage of the competition. Yilmaz turns, misses, one shot and out, and Serbia have it.
You've just got to give Milinovic so much credit for how hard she made Yilmaz to get the ball then. By the time she got it, she had to work a tough shot.
Butaliha at the line, and Saunders with the rebound. Now Vadarla. Cross court to Shalar. Now Albin gets it to Yilmaz, and the limitations of Turkey on offense are being exposed. They're not comfortable taking shots. They're trying to get it to Yilmaz.
Just takes Yilmaz out of her rhythm, because the last two shots she's had to work hard to get it. Then she's had to shoot it quickly. She's such a great player. They're just picking their poison on her.
Yilmaz turns, gets in the lane, puts it up and in.
That's why she's a great player, Jeff. She's still found a way to help.
She goes to 11 points, and she was still surrounded. It was a tough shot. Back to an 11-point deficit. So Turkey need to get some stops, sitting in a 2-3 zone. And maybe that'll cause problems. Butaliha off the back of the rim. Shalar was in position. Dabovic came over and knocked it out of bounds. Now Butaliha has missed a couple of jump shots, and our Serbia, see the replay there. Might Serbia be advised to pass it around a little bit?
Well, if they're going to go to the zone, Butaliha can make the jump shot, but she's not your first choice to shoot the jump shot. She's taken the last two. So if they're going to go and fill the middle like that, Petrovic can knock them down, Jovanovic can knock them down. Then now everyone on the floor can shoot the ball. Everybody on the floor, and this is a quick lineup too. Don't expect the intensity defensively to drop.
Vadarla has the ball batted out of bounds. So good defense, and they just are making Turkey so uncomfortable. They're getting in the passing lanes. They're stepping in front. Look at that.
You'd almost like to see Turkey set some more screens away from the ball, get shooters coming off better screens, force that Serbian defense to make an adjustment.
Oh, beautiful
Great
play
pass.
by Albin, and Yilmaz just missed the layup. And a foul called on Usul Albin.
I can't remember a time I've seen Vadarla and Usul Albin be under this much pressure and still not be able to get the tempo they want. They've been so used to coming down the last few years and say, we're going to run this, and then the Turkish team would run it.
Well, it's not a good signal when Yilmaz misses a layup, that's for sure, especially in this situation. Dabovic for three, misses. Saunders goes up strong for the rebound.
No inside touches, though. It doesn't matter about shooting the three. Got to get some inside touches before you shoot the three.
Albin, Vadarla. And they get it to Yilmaz. Nope, it goes out of bounds. Memnon is asking for a foul. Now, He was thrown out of the game earlier in this tournament. There you see, and the referees just waved him off.
It's just this is the Serbian press just wears you down. You will throw the pass.
12 turnovers for Turkey.
That's still only 3 in this period.
Jovanovic left wide open and stays out, but there for the offensive rebound was Petrovic. Boy, Turkey dodged a bullet there. That looked like it was in. No look now. Milovanovic for 3. It's good. It rims in. So up to 45-31.
You can't give them that many looks. They're going to make them, even in this zone, you've got to challenge the shot.
Darla, Turkey looking flustered, but they get a nice play there by Sanders going down the lane.
Jovanovic
Maybe they figured something out.
Yeah, Jovanovic was asleep. Jovanovic was asleep on the weak side when they ran the pick and roll. She was still out on the wing.
Jovanovic's mistake, but Turkey, remember, gave up a 3 last time. Will Serbia put up a 3 this time? Jovanovic. 3 on the shot clock. She's going to put it up. Tough shot off the front of the rim, and Sanders can't get the rebound. Boy, the rebounding is killing. Right now, 27 rebounds to 20, and the 12 offensive rebounds for Serbia. Dabovic, and the 3, the second opportunity comes home to roost.
She was 2 meters outside the three-point line, too.
And timeout has been called. No, Turkey did not call a timeout. So the players have to stay out. But again, look at the celebrations by Dabovic, because that three-pointer has stretched the lead to 15 points. And it's the second and third opportunities that are really killing Turkey. And a push called on Serbia, so that's 5 fouls, and that's free throws for Turkey.
Memnun got the foul he wanted. This is the one he asked for. Jovanovic was in the block. She was pushing, holding. It was no different than the one before. He'd asked for it. He got it.
So now it's the 4. So the next they'll be in the bonus. So Darla. An offensive foul called against Turkey. Dabovic draws the charge from Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
So Sanders now picks up her second, but worse for Turkey is that they've given possession away.
No one on this Turkish lineup more than 2 fouls. They've all been aggressive. They shared the fouls out. Novic has done a nice job, just marshalling resources as much as anything else.
So Serbia, a bunch of people on 2 fouls each. Now Sanders reaches in, takes it away. He's going to take it in and scores the layup, makes the layup. We're back to 13 points. And if Turkey can somehow get some turnovers and points off turnovers.
Well, they stayed up the floor that time. They've got to do that too. They've got to try and force this issue with their defense.
Israeli referee telling Petrovic and Sanders to calm down, getting a little physical. See the steals, 8 for Serbia, 6. With a spin move, and Sanders just blocked the shot. She just kind of reached up and blocked it, didn't even jump. So 3 on the shot clock. Sazia Begin is coming in now. Look at the steal. That was the steal by Sanders, which got it back to 13. What are they going to get on this play? Well, they're going to get a 3-point attempt from Milovanovic, an air ball, and unbelievable. Petrovic catches the ball and puts it up and in.
They get a steal.
And Serbia force another turnover. And to be honest, Turkey did not play well in the bronze medal game last year at the World Championship, and right now they are just coming apart. It's not a pretty thing to see.
Oh, and that play just summed it up. A poor shot from Ivanovic, but Petrovic was the most active person on the floor. Everyone else is watching her rebound. I think those 2 losses, Jeff, have really contributed to the intensity that this Serbian did. They're trying to even it up after those. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Sanders comes over to help from Petrovic, but then she finds Milovanovic. And Milovanovic takes it to the biggest lead of the game, 17 points. Serbia looking tough. Albin for three, go!
And they are going to have to back themselves on that. The double team for the first time. They went back to the same side, and Albin didn't shoot it earlier in the game, now knocks it down. Got to take that open look.
The final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Turkey just trying to stay within touch right now. 9 on the shot clock. Dabovic. Oh, no need for Vodarla to step up with 5 on the shot clock. She bails out Serbia, although they may have worked their way for a shot anyway. Watch this. Yeah, clearly moving into her.
That's just lazy, really. It's like the closeout was off balance, and she had the chances. We get a look at the bucket, but
from Albin.
Yeah.
So free throws now. And Dabovic makes the first. So Vodarla picked up that foul. And second one is good as well. So she's got her first foul. Vodarla was looking for it. On the scoreboard, they've actually got her married name as well, Lieberman. But Saunders inbounds it to Shalar. Ball goes out of bounds. Batted out of bounds. Turkish pressure. I wonder if Serbian pressure. I wonder if Turkey might release somebody.
Well, that's one of the only options they have. They're all crowding down here. It's relentless. The pressure's just relentless. Radicai's just come in, and she's just fresh. She's picked up the tempo straight away. Full court. Albin's having to work that hard. We're already down to 10 seconds.
Always trying to get it to Saunders, but offensive foul. So Saunders was battling for position down low with Petrovic. Third personal foul on Laura Saunders with 4 seconds now on the shot clock. Well, they look flustered. Dabovic just doesn't waste any time and launches it still with a couple of seconds to go. But it's really insignificant at this stage. I mean, Serbia have just taken the game by the scruff of the neck in the third quarter. They lead it 54-38.
Well, these statistics on the Serbian side, they're not overly impressive. You know, 31%, they've shot 16 threes. We said they would shoot a lot of threes. The numbers on the glass, the second chance points have been absolutely vital. And 15 turnovers for Turkey. I've enjoyed watching Turkey at these championships for the last few times around. They just normally they just take care of the basketball. They value possession as well as any team in international basketball. But Serbia have just taken them to a pace they just don't want to play at.
Well, don't forget, Serbia have really been tested as well in this tournament. They've already played Spain, and even though they lost that game, they've already played Russia, who you'd consider to be a real powerhouse. And they are clearly on a mission. The rebounding has really been an issue for Turkey as well. I mean, they cannot keep this Serbian team off the boards.
And it's not the big
offensive rebounds.
And it's not the big athletic rebound. It's just the active rebounds where Petrovic goes, no one boxes her out. Then you'll get Milica Dabovic will get a hand on it, keep it alive. It's that type of hard-working rebounding. But that's the way they've played. They've played the game at a different physical level to Turkey. And it's almost, I think the Serbian team came here to actually carry on where they've left off. You know, they went on that huge run in France and gets to a semi-final. They really do believe that they want to go to the next game. They genuinely feel they have a chance to win the gold here. But there's still, this isn't done. 16 points, you know that they've got enough talent on that Turkish team to make shots.
Well, start of the fourth quarter here, and Albin is just being absolutely destroyed. That's the best way to put it. Nowhere to go.
Absolutely nowhere to go. And you, if we get a replay of this, now it's already Petrovic had gone back, matched up, and she just attacked the ball. And Ranicaj just did a marvelous job. It's almost like hurting it to an area where they could trap it.
And now Turkey trying to cause some problems, and they force the travel. So Milovanovic falls over.
Well, and the dilemma here is if you want to play up tempo, Yilmaz can't play, so you lose your biggest offensive player. But I think they've got to go with a different look, as they have, and they're going to try and take their own defense to Serbia.
Well, they've got no other option.
No. Get it close enough, then bring it back to score. But you've got to get it close enough first.
Well, the three-pointer is no good from Ivegin. Shalar with the rebound. And now Vidarli steps inside and hits the jump shot. For more pressure now. Turkey trying to give Serbia a piece of their own medicine. With some of their own medicine, and a foul called on Vidarla.
So I've always felt Vidarla and Albin and all of the backcourt of Turkey have got the ability to do that. It's just the style says no.
So Jovanovic inbounds it, now gets it back, and almost a turnover, but almost, and they do get it to Dabovic. Now Dabovic gets it outside, and really for the first time Serbia looks slightly uncomfortable. Radicaj gets in the lane, puts it up, and misses. Now Petrovic is a real beast inside. She kept it alive, but Turkey get the ball back. Vidarli saw the double team coming and still couldn't get away. Turned it over. Well, Serbia's defense right now is fantastic. I mean, the way Serbia are playing right now, it's like they've got 6 or 7 players on the court. It's incredible. Dabovic gets it to Milovanovic. Wide open from the three. No. And Petrovic again goes up and knocks it away. How many times have we seen that from her?
Wow, she's just been, talked about her skill. This her work rate is just phenomenal.
And this time Dabovic is denied. And the ball goes out of bounds with 4 on the shot clock. So Serbia keep possession.
When Turkey get the ball back and that double team, which appears to be coming all the time, 2 passes, pass and pass again. There's going to be someone open, and it doesn't matter how quick Serbia rotate out of it, they will get an open look. Just got to move away from the ball.
Shakur back into the game. Milovanovic has the shot blocked, and good defense from Turkey. They survived at least that possession. But now just 8 minutes remaining. Shakur, she's got to look to take that shot. She's open. Ivegin into Sanders. Sanders puts up a very difficult shot. I mean, the degree of difficulty, a twisting shot in the air. She takes the contact, and she still makes it.
Well, they're going to put Paige back in. I think they need to put the bigger body on. Milovanovic has played a lot of extended minutes in that period. Looked a little fatigued. But Paige is going to bang around with Sanders for a while. She's still only on the 2 fouls, Paige. This, if Sanders wants to keep Turkey in this game, she's going to have to win this matchup with Paige. Still only a 12-point game. There's plenty of time for Turkey to work their way back into this.
But the problem that I see for Turkey right now is they simply can't keep Petrovic off the boards.
Yes.
So they'll be looking forward to her leaving.
And they can't keep Petrovic off board, and then Paige, who's literally their best physical offensive rebounder, comes back in with time and fouls that she can use.
So a slight delay here, and Mendham was wondering what that was. So we'll see how the fresh bodies, if they make a difference here for Serbia. Well, Petrovic gets it, and they break the press. Good catch from Dabovic. Vidarla on Dabovic. Dabovic gets inside, turns it over. Shakur's off to the races. Is she going to go? No, she's going to pull it back, and then she's going to be bumped by Jovanovic. And Mendham is asking for the unsportsmanlike, and you can't blame him. I'd be clutching at straws as well at this stage.
He's definitely got to ask the question. And she actually just went after the ball and ran into her. But
no question that's not unsportsmanlike.
Serbia have been so good when Ana Dabovic has the basketball. They're asking for the unsportsmanlike, but when Milica has it down the middle. I'm not. Yeah, if I'm Turkey, I'm like, yeah, let her penetrate. She won't make the same decisions that her younger sister does.
Shakur back to Shalar. Shalar spreads it out to the corner, and Vegan misses, but Saunders is there for the rebound, puts up a very difficult shot, and right now she's trying to carry this team offensively. 16 points, 6 of 7 from inside the arc, and now it's single digits.
Exactly what we said. She's going to have to win that battle, and she is.
Well, Dabovic had Page. They've got the mismatch down low. Page, but they didn't spot her. Petrovic gets in, takes a difficult shot. Saunders again goes up for the ball.
Yeah, Serbia needed a timeout.
Now, Olcay Shakur. And you saw Vidarli has kind of figured out now. She's anticipating the double team and is able to make the pass. With 7 now on the shot clock. And they hit cutting Shalar. She puts it up and in. Here comes Turkey. They forced a timeout from Serbia. What a brave fight back from Turkey. They look dead and buried, and here they are. Plenty of time.
Well, we've seen them so many in this situation. You said it in the commentary there, but Dallas worked it out. It may have taken them 3 and a bit quarters. She's worked it out. Extra pass, Cutters going down the middle, Cutters moving away from the ball, because it doesn't matter how quick you are, you can't chase that hard when there's that extra player. If you make the second pass, if you make the cut, you're going to find the open player. They've left Ana Dabovic in for most of this half, and that last possession, she just gave up on the penetration. Yeah, they're deep enough to keep this pressure. They normally run people for 20-odd minutes each. Dabovic is looking tired now. Down the sharp end of the game, she's probably got to sit for the next minute or so to get back in it.
And you saw the scoring leaders. You see Sanders with the 16 points. Yilmaz off the court with 11. We identified her as a key player before the game, which she is, but really it wasn't working for her.
Well, you've got to give Coach the real credit here for saying, well, we need to be a bit quicker. We've got to do something with our defense, which they've done. And now Vidala's worked it out. They make the extra pass. There's going to be a moment here in not long, I don't think, where he'll bring her back, because he'll be close enough to need her points. And he may have taken Serbia out of what they want to run. So,
and let's don't be. Look at this. They've outscored Turkey 12-2 since the 103 mark in the third quarter. Serbia missing all of those shots, but they've been flustered here.
Yeah,
without question. And another chance. They're not going to get it over. Yes, they do, just in time. And boy, how in the world no foul was called on Shalar as she floored Dabovic. And Dabovic is asking.
It couldn't have been any closer to the official either, Jeff. I mean, she took a real pounding as she hit the floor. Some courage there by Dabovic.
Yeah, it was waiting for the ball to fall down into her hands. And this, it wasn't intentional, but Shalar certainly ran into her. Now Dabovic. Oh, she gets inside. That is a clutch play from Dabovic, number 14. And she now has 19 points.
Well, the timeout is probably then all she needed for a blow, because that was sweet. Great little crossover, froze the defense, found some space, knocked it down. Serbia have gone away from the trap because of Turkey reading it.
And in fact, that last foul was indeed called on Olcay Shakur, so the referees did get it right. It seemed like there was a slight delay on it. Over to Shakur, passes up the 3, steps inside, hits the short one right at the buzzer. Now they've got to press. Oh, Dabovic raised her elbow. She got away with one. Ana Dabovic, now Petrovic. So you see how those things even out.
Yep.
She was trying to get position.
I still think she's going to be, if they don't put this away, they're going to be tied with Dabovic. That's a tough move.
Oh, Petrovic just spins, gets the foul called on Vidarla, and earns a trip to the free throw line. Watch this. And that's a tough call on Vidarla.
I don't think the officials, what do I know? I'm not an official. He didn't move to see that at all. There was no contact on the forearm. Easy for us with the replay, obviously.
Yeah, it's
but
easy for us. And like we say, these things even out. Tough call.
Petrovic is 90 plus from the free throw line. It just never looks like it's going to miss. Comes across it a little bit. They called it on.
They called it unsportsmanlike.
It was a shooting foul. Did they call a technical on it? Sid? Yeah, they called a technical.
Just looking.
Yeah, there must be. Yeah, it's a technical. Must be Vidala. Wow. Must be the. Why is it? It's definitely a technical because she's shooting the extra, and they get the possession.
Okay, so technical. Yeah, a technical. Just looking at the official.
On the bench, she's on the bench. I think they've just called the technical on the bench. Wow, if something was said, it wasn't seen by us.
It hasn't actually registered, but yeah, it was a technical foul. Technical foul. And that has very definitely changed the complexion of this game. And in fact, they've gotten, it could have been worse, but now it's gotten back to 10 points with 5 minutes remaining.
It's just one of those scenarios like you hate to see. The referee got the call wrong. It's easy for us. We're in slow motion, and then compounds it. They get the technical. Tough situation for Turkey. They've responded to it really, really well, though. Got it down the floor, and Vidala's got it.
Okay, so the technical foul on Turkey is really piled on the misery for them right when they had the wind in their sails. And Shalar puts up the jumper, no good. Sazia Vega gets the offensive rebound. Back to Saunders. Saunders puts it up and in. Right now, Turkey are just about hanging in there. She's got 18 points.
She's only missed the one shot. But again, you've got to give Mendham the credit here because he's gone with that quick lineup.
This is free throws because of the foul, the technical foul.
So it's because of the technical foul they're now shooting free throws. So I know we saw it slow-mo, but like no foul on the elbow by Vidala. Obvious frustration. Yeah.
Swallow the whistle sometimes.
Sometimes you need to then compound it. I don't know what was said from the bench. We didn't see it.
Yeah, it could have been something really bad.
Yeah. But it's compounding a bad call at a key moment in the game. Yeah, it's going to go back out to potentially a double-digit lead with 4:30 to go.
She makes both free throws. Darla gets it to Shalar, who brings it across midcourt. And boy, she was fouled from behind by Butaliha. Thought she just lost it.
It's like one person rotated to try and steal it. She beat that, and straight away, Butaliha comes up and tries to steal it as well. And Petrovic is going to come out, Page coming in.
Mendham's really having to go at the referees right now, telling them they're swallowing their whistle, not calling it.
Well, there are plenty of scenarios where you can't call everybody for a foul, so Serbia just challenged the official on every play now.
O.J. Shakur shakes and bakes, gets in the lane, puts it up, and draws the foul. So that's good. Mendham's over there working the rest as hard as he can. 3 personal fouls now on Page, and you got to salute. This is one thing that Shakur can do. She can put the ball on the floor and drive to the basket.
This will make it an 8-point game. If they can keep it ticking over, there's plenty of time, but she's got to make the throw. I mean, Petrovic is coming straight back in. That's called a short blow. That's a one-possession blow for Petrovic. That tells you how important she is to this whole lineup.
Well, Shakur misses both free throws, so that's a killer right there for Turkey. Now she's trying to get the pressure. She does, and thought there was going to be a backboard violation. And then Shalar reaches in and ties up Dabovic. So Shakur at least tried to make amends for the missed free throws. She almost came up with a steal. Just wonder if Turkey have just responded a little bit too late in this game. Moving her feet, but Dabovic just gets herself inside and puts up a major league move.
Absolutely phenomenal control under pressure. And then once the timeout, it's okay, the table called it.
So timeout on the floor. Turkey still leading at 63-51. Not a lot of time, but there still is time.
I think there's always time when you've got shooters on the floor that they've got. Now sometimes they don't just trust themselves to shoot it. The Albin 3, the Vidalis, they've got to come down the floor and take shots. It's just so unlike them to do it. They've got to start with stops. At the moment, it's a clear out. Take some time off the clock. Dabovic is going to create for herself or kick to a shooter. Send someone else at her. Try and make her make an earlier decision.
Well, you got the 18 points from Sanders. You've got 21 points from Dabovic. I mean, Dabovic has just been sensational. I can't imagine that she's had a better game at this EuroBasket Women than she's had tonight. She's been big time. But I think Serbia came out with the right game plan. They missed some shots early, and then they came out and really got after them defensively at the start of the second half. And it's just been an uphill battle for Turkey ever since. They did get to 7, and then the crucial technical.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably the turning point in the game. It certainly has stemmed the tide. And Turkey may be running out of time now. Well,
especially as it was off a poor call on the shot where the angle that the official had, he may have seen it, but there was just daylight between the hand and the forearm. So they just got hurt twice on the same play.
3:45 remaining, and Turkey can't mess around. They've got to get into the flow here, take some shots. Albin looked like she may have gone up and down, and then she gets it back, and they get Shakur. She puts it on the deck, hands it off to Sanders, and Badarla is able to put up a shot, and just under such incredible pressure, they just couldn't find any space to shoot the basketball.
Wow. Also, Albin stopped as well. I think she thought they were going to call the travel. They can't let this happen. They can't let Turkey take time and spend time in possession. It's the wrong person with the ball. Melissa Dabovic should be a long way from the ball in that situation. Give it to a younger sister.
Well, get to Sanders. That's where they need to score, and they get an and one coming. Well, it looked like Petrovic may have just gone straight up, but the body, the contact, and you can see why he's making the call. Watch this. Well, she's tough when she gets it. I mean, yeah,
it's contact.
Yeah,
it's a foul.
Contact, and she's going up for the
Absolutely.
shot. So.
Coach Malkovich just barked at Melissa Dabovic, who just ignored her. But Ana Dabovic needs the basketball. If she has it, Serbia are very much in control of it still, even though it's back to single digits.
They've got to get something here. Oh, Albin reaches in and almost. You think that this is where they have a chance if they can get to him before they get it across midcourt. Edmonds really working the refs over there. You can see him. I think he's talking about the shot clock, how much time has gone off.
Yeah, he's got to be careful, though. Ball came in, Albin knocked it out of bounds, so I can understand why it's not moved at all.
Then again, he doesn't want too much time to run off anyway.
Nope.
Sanders called for the foul on Dabovic, and that'll be 4 on Sanders.
There's been less contact than that, more contact than that let go. It's hard in this situation because Serbia have made the game full court. They've made it very disjointed, and there's going to be little situations like that consistently, and it's very hard on the official. They have to call it now, otherwise it could get out of hand.
Dabovic sinks both.
Same point though, get Ana Dabovic the ball, and Serbia are in a much better place.
11 points. Dabovic just really causing problems. Sanders passed up the open jumper. Back to Ushulalban. And she's forcing it inside to Sanders, and Sanders is fouled by Petrovic.
Petrovic gets the foul called on her. Sanders did a great job to stay with the play, but Auburn came off there before Petrovic got involved and had the chance to take the shot. They were just working so hard just to get it to Sanders. They don't have time to run it down to 15, 16, 17 seconds on the clock with the way that Serbia are playing. They've got their own shot. They can make that. Albin can make it. Badarla can make it. That'll also spread the defense, give Sanders some space. At the moment, she has no space. She's just working so hard for everything she's got.
Well, Sanders, remember, she's got 4 fouls, just like Petrovic here with the ball. And it was Albin chasing her. Well, it's Serbia content to take some time off the clock here and really Dabovic has proved time and time again that she can handle the pressure out there. She's going to put up a three and miss everything, but yet again, another offensive rebound, another one, and Serbia maintained possession. And that really has been one of the big stories of the game. Serbia's rebounding. 18, they've got more rebounds offensively, Serbia, if they can with a foul, than they've got on defense.
They've just...
they've got 18 offensive rebounds of their 35.
And it's the quick, small lineup just crashing the boards, trying to stretch the floor and attack in space, and then just fighting harder for it. They've just outworked Turkey on the glass. You know, this lineup might not work later in the competition if they progress. They might need a bit more size on the floor, but this lineup at the moment, when Dabovic is playing like this, looks very, very effective.
And they're making their free throws. Serbia are now 18 of 19 at the line. They are shooting 95% at the charity stripe. Alvin. Badarli for three. Good. Well, 67-59. It's back to an 8-point deficit.
Took 16 seconds to shoot the ball. They could have got that much earlier, that shot, that down screen to release, and the penetration to freeze the defense. They can't let Serbia kill the game here. There's only 1:30 to go. They can't let them just time and possession this all the way back to the finish.
Well, Sanders has to watch the hand checking. Oh, what a play by Sanders. Unbelievable play. Have they called a foul on Sanders?
They've called a foul.
That is a very tough call on Sanders. Oh, they called it on Vegan. So Vegan has 3 fouls. I mean, she's just tough to contain, isn't she, Dabovic? Even when they think they contained her.
She's one of those rare things, you know, guard with genuine size. And she's strong, she gets in the lane, she doesn't have to be super quick. This has been the most focused she's been, and it's the sharp end of the tournament.
Well, she's putting up superstar numbers right now. 25 points for Ana Dabovic. And the pass eludes Sanders. And Turkey's hopes of getting back to the podium for the 3rd straight year at the EuroBasket women are disappearing quickly. They're vanishing, they're evaporating. They've just been taken away from the Serbia team, who, despite the the mini controversy of perhaps the technical foul. I mean, they've been superior.
Oh, absolutely superior.
So this is justified, this lead, without question. 10 points. Another three. Good! And Dabovic is leaving her calling card here in Budapest. She has 28 points. And we've seen her in all her glory today. She has been fantastic.
She's come up with a complete performance. She's handled the ball, she's taken the open shot, and she's done it with that smile on her face that really just sums up this team.
Absolutely. Full marks, full credit to Serbia. They've played hard. They've done it defensively. They've done it, they came out with the right game plan.
Yep. And then, it's got into the 70s, and they've made the game quick. They've made it disjointed. They've asked some questions individually of Turkey, and Sanders is probably the only one who's been able to individually answer those questions.
Petrovic brings it up. Well, Memnon, Albin rather, gets the steal, goes up and puts it up and in. So that's back to 72-63 with 28 seconds left. And the clock is the enemy. Dabovic. Turkey going to keep playing hard, trying to get another turnover. And Dabovic is going to take some of the time off the clock. And you have to say, you have to love the personality, the character that she's got. And she's not going to say, she's going to say, why not? Unbelievable! Dabovic caps a truly remarkable game with a deep three-pointer. She's a showman, a showwoman. Wow. 75-63, and Serbia celebrating. Not only have they advanced to the semifinals, they have clinched their passage at least to the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournament. And you know what? don't bet against these girls going all the way. They are looking confident.
Well, I'm so pleased they play with that much enthusiasm, that much passion. It sells tickets when this team play, because they play a style that really does just want you to watch them, want you to see them play. Dabovic was a star today. They've got stars all over the place. Turkey just walk off very, very disappointed.
And look at this. They are going to lift up Coach Malkovich. Are they going to put her? No, they're just going to dance with her. They're going to save that for the bigger celebrations. And this is it's wonderful scenes, really. I mean, this is what EuroBasket women is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be a long summer, coming good for one team right now. Serbia into the last four with the 72-63 win. Well, Marcus, you can see in the background the players getting emotional now after the shouts for joy, but statistically, you look at the rebounds, and it was an annihilation on the offensive glass, wasn't it?
19 offensive rebounds. 19 offensive rebounds, and it's Petrovic on the glass. Milovanovic on the glass. Now, she is not. There's not in her profile that says she is a big-time offensive rebounder. But as a team, they just went hard to the glass. Defensively, they played hard on the ball, and they rotation. Loved the double team action they got away from the ball as well. Just generated a tremendous performance all the way. And Dabovic with 31 points. Petrovic wasn't her game in terms of needing to score, but still makes the massive contribution on the glass. But Sanders, can't forget that game without just giving her such a real tribute, because she really tried to answer all the questions. Inside, she scored. She gets a double-double because she's on the glass. That's just a phenomenal performance by her. Unfortunately, she's on the wrong end of the result. This Serbian team, well, they made a semi-final 2 years ago. They've got finalists written all over them. I just hope they don't get carried away with this win because of the losses they had to Turkey in the last two championships. Celebrate this win, get over with it, and the day after tomorrow, come back and try and make a final.
Well, it's been a wonderful performance from Ana Dabovic really throughout the game, but look at her numbers. I mean, she was incredible. And she finished shooting, Ana Dabovic, 4 of 8 from three-point range, including that one right there at the end of the game, and finished with 31 points. By far the star performer, although Sanders really carried Turkey. Just incredible scenes. And I suppose Sanders will know that she gave, as you mentioned, already, she was the only player really for Turkey that was able to kind of match Serbia for what they were trying to do, and those were her shots on a lot of them inside, and boy, she was making difficult shots. Yeah,
she was the only one, because Serbia made it a one-on-one type game. Beat me and I'm gonna go. Don't break me down, you won't beat me as a team. She was the only one who had the answers that could actually play at that pace, that level. It exposed Turkey a little bit for this is how we've played, this is how we've been successful. But they had to, that Serbian defense was unbelievable. So intense, totally relentless. They didn't let up for a second. It's a great performance defensively. And coach is taking enough criticism. Malkovich put a performance out there in terms of the game plan that won the game. That won the game. We're going to play like this. Players executed it. It starts and finishes with the way she asked them to play.
Well, one more time, the final score is 75 for Serbia, 63 for Turkey. Serbia march on to the semifinals of the EuroBasket women.
Two-point by Sander.